Hello all you amazing people, and remember you're always amazing because you clicked on a small YouTuber's video. Currently we're at 807 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And in today's video I'm going to be doing a showcase for, level 70 Cyno. It's basically, I would consider this like a minimum investment you have to make in your characters for them to be considered good. I wouldn't consider it a huge leap to go from level like 1 to 70. It's not that many resources you have to go through. But we're looking at this. I'm going to be using crit rate food, Chi-Chi's crit rate food, but I'm not going to be using her specialty. I'm just going to be using it for the crit rate. I just don't have a good weapon for him. He usually would want Primordial Jade Wing Spear if you had it. We have a 4-piece Gilded Dreams, also not his best set, but I wasn't able to farm artifacts for him because I didn't even think I was going to get him. So these are his artifacts. I mean, they're not really too crazy. This is probably the absolute best one, and I mean, this is my second best because, 21% crit damage and then 15% attack. That's pretty crazy. You can get more damage out of his actual attacks. However, for Hyperbloom teams, you want Elemental Mastery, I believe. So we're going to be running him on a Hyperbloom team, not this team. This is not the team that we're running him on. Realizing now that basically all of these characters are like minimum what they actually should be. Fischl is probably the only one who's actually has any sort of investment into like her artifacts and stuff, because her artifacts are purely stat-based, 50, 100. Yeah, she's going to be doing pretty decent damage. However, this guy, he's literally just has the most energy recharge you could possibly give him. And honestly, we should probably give him an energy recharge sword. He's not going to be doing damage. Sacrificial sword could actually be pretty good on the Traveler since you could get double geoparticles. I'm going to be doing that, yeah. So that way he'll have 190% energy recharge also. Yeah, that's going to work out pretty well for him. He's also going to help out regain some energy for himself. He doesn't have that level of artifacts, but I don't really care. He's not really going to be doing damage because his talent is level 1. And then we have Kokomi here. She's 2 level 4s, and then she's level 70. And then she's got Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers. So let's get into this. So I'm not expecting Cyno to look insane. Basically, everybody's come out with the opinion that he's pretty mid. Basically, just worse Raiden, which is very sad to see. Hopefully, because Hyperbloom is a really good team for him, hopefully Kusanali comes out. Because if we look at the Dendro Traveler's kit, then, if we look at the burst, then he interactions with different elements and makes different effects for the burst. If we look at that and we say Kusanali is going to have an even buff version of that, we could end up seeing Cyno being like a crazy DPS for Hyperbloom. Okay, so we're going to do this. Then we're going to do this. This. I don't... Alright, so 3,000. The Bloom is hitting for 9,000. He's hitting for 2,000. I haven't seen the thing pop up. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Alright, well, we missed it. But he's not doing bad damage. I can definitely say that. And then he's also outlasting everybody's burst. This is why we basically consider him to be like a sort of... He's really bad, I would say. So I don't know how well we're going to be able to show this. So we're going to try this. I don't know. Because I have Staff of Homo on him, I would like to see him under 50%, and since he just got to 50%, I think we will. So I believe that we won. Let me look at the durations here. So I don't know how well this is going to work, but as we saw, the Hyperbloom was doing like 9,000 every single hit. It was pretty good. You can get up to like 15,000, I believe. So it's really, really strong because it's basically like a whole actual attack. And he wasn't doing bad damage, to be fair. If we had sort of a hyper carry team, we'll try a hyper carry team in a minute. But if we have that, then it's gonna look insanely good. All right, so here we are. Let's do this. Let's do this. I really forget. I shouldn't do that. Yeah. So we look at this, and the Hyperbloom is 9,000. Yeah, very nice. And then 7,000 on his attacks. There's an 11,000 on his actual attack. That was a lot of damage. Oh, and I forgot, we're not using the crit rate food. Oh, yeah. So this entire time, we haven't been using the crit rate food. Okay, we saw, the Hyperblooms were doing like 9,000 plus. Also, I would like to mention that I kind of called it and said that Dory would be useful for Cyno. Cyno has some sort of energy recharge problems. So if you do decide to use, well, let's say Dory, right? I do believe it would mess up your rotation with Kokomi giving him the attack buff. But we saw like 10,000 hits, and that's pretty good for a level 70 character, in my opinion. So I want to try this team. I don't think it's going to be that good, but I just want to see Cyno's damage. So we're going to have her apply Electro, right? So I want to try this team out. I want to try a sort of hyper carry Cyno, because if you have C6 Visual and she's going to attack every single time he attacks, it's gonna look pretty good. C6 Fischl works, I would say, decently well. Like, Fischl in general is just like, she's grown to be one of the most broken characters compared to where she was at before 3.0. She's like the god tier Dendro reaction like queen. She's actually broken now. Like, she used to be really good before, but now she's just broken. She's insane. If you don't have Fischl and you have a chance to get Fischl, I would recommend it because she's just insane. But we're going to try this. I don't think it's going to look that good, but I just want to see how good Cyno's damage can actually get. All right, here we go. 14,000. That's not bad. 17,000. 12,000 on his attack. Yeah, that's not bad at all. 9,000. Yeah, I'm really not that... Yeah, this isn't that bad. He's looking really good. Yeah, Cyno. Yeah, he could put in some work. And let's look at his energy real quick. Okay, yeah. That is the problem with Cyno. He doesn't have good energy. Let's look at a similar character, right? So let's look at another transformation character. Here we have Ito. Ito does a lot more damage than Cyno. Obviously, Cyno has a lot more characters that he can use with him, but I don't think that should be an excuse for him to have a whole 80 cost. Like, the problem is he has 80 cost on his burst. Bennett has 60. Bennett's buff is 60. Yeah, no. But, yeah. We just look at this, and it's 70 energy cost. I mean, it's just like, what are we looking at here, man? Like, they seriously gave Ito 70, but then when they release a character that does, like, half the damage as Ito, they have to make him do 80. Like, he needs so much more energy recharge compared to, like, Ito. Like, I have C2 Ito, so maybe I'm a little bit, I might be a little bit, like, off here, but he needs a lot more energy recharge, and he also relies on Electro Resonance a lot. So, we saw pretty good numbers. We saw, like, 20k and stuff. I mean, that's pretty good, right? I just don't think that he needs to be 80 cost. He could be 60. Like, he legitimately could be 60 for how little damage he's actually doing in his single, like, thing. I think it's reasonable to say that he could be 60. I mean, we look at Xiao. Xiao does 80. No, Xiao has 70. Like, they literally, this is like one of the only transformation characters that has 80. Because Tartaglia, he's just an E-skill. He doesn't require energy. They shafted him so badly with that energy cost, because the reason why Raiden's energy cost is so bad is because she regenerates energy. It's her entire job to regenerate energy. What are you supposed to do? Raiden literally is there to regenerate energy. She's regenerating her entire burst by herself. She doesn't need anybody's help. Whereas Cyno's over here, he's like, I have no energy recharge capabilities. That's why Thundering Fury is so good for Cyno, right? Like, I think I'm missing one piece. I think I need, like, an attack sands or something. I think I need, like, an attack or EM sands for him before I'm actually able to do anything. Yeah, because I have HP and defense. Like, I mean, I have a feather. I have a flower. I can raise one of these, right? And then I have the Electro Goblet, and then I have a crit rate one of these. Yeah, see? I can make him if I just got a attack percent sands or an EM sands. I would like to mention, if you're looking for a higher electro damage on him, attack percent sands will do more. However, I will be always running him in Hyperbloom teams, so his EM will do a lot more for him if he's actually, you know, doing Hyperblooms. We saw he was doing 9k with Hyperblooms, and that's not even, like, that, like, huge of an EM. That, I mean, and Hyperbloom is based off of your level, I believe, so him being 70, I mean, he could be 90 out of 90. You know, he could be doing a lot more, but at level 70, that's what you're expecting. I mean, 9,000 is basically an entire one of his hits, so, I mean, we were seeing, like, 4,000 and stuff. Yeah, it definitely shows, like, his energy cost and stuff. They really said, yeah, no, he needs 80 cost. Whereas Xiao, Ito, and Child just don't have any energy cost, like, hindering them basically at all, because Xiao, he has 2 E skills that are giving him 3 anima particles. This guy, he can't exactly do that. They really said, yeah, nah, he doesn't. He had 80. I don't know. I like playing him, but I wouldn't recommend summoning on him if this is why you're watching this video. I've been recording for 30 minutes, so that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.